Let's go indeed. We'll be beginning in around 4 minutes according to the timer. In the meantime, let me know if you guys can hear me a-okay, if the music's too loud, if the music's too soft. A lot of interesting things to talk about today, especially Shiba Inu, Dogecoin, and all the other doggy coins. Most importantly though, I do want to give you guys an update on Bitcoin. So stay tuned, it's going to be an interesting stream. Hopefully a more relaxed stream as well, because things are going according to plan thus far.
Takes you higher, I will forever be intertwined with you. When the sun never goes down and time has slowed down, would it be too crazy if we decided to stay forever? Decided to stay forever, forever.
Alright, let's get the show started. And good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. My name is Sean Dexter, and I welcome you back. I welcome you back to the Mango Grove, where we teach you how to be profitable the easy way, the stress-free way, the breezy way, the mango way, so that you can sit at home doing the things you love, spending the time you want to with your loved ones while making money. And what do you know? Bitcoin is doing exactly that for us, and Shiba Inu, of all coins, did that for us as well over the weekend, leading into today's massive move as well. So we have a lot to talk about. I was actually not planning on doing a stream at all today, but damn, just so many things to talk about. I do want to rehash our idea, our layout, what we're looking for on Bitcoin, and we're going to go ahead and talk about Shiba Inu as well, how we've been managing our positions, how we've been taking profits, etc. A couple of interesting things I've noticed on Shiba that I do want to talk to you guys about. I did decide to try something new this time around because of something I've been noticing on my phone recently. I've been watching a price action on certain coins that have been listed on exchanges, newly listed on exchanges, and I tried something and worked out pretty well, but I did make an execution mistake on that. So a lot to talk about today, but we will be starting with Bitcoin. But before we do that, let's go on over to the chat. And FYI, guys, I do have Krisha in the office room with me today. Krisha, scream out hello.
And what's up, you guys?
Can you guys hear Krisha, by the way, or does she need to be louder? Because I'm not sure whether this mic will pick her up from all the way over there. So let's go ahead and get started with the chat room. Krisha, is there anything of note in there? We have Joshua in there. How's it going, Joshua? Francis is in here as well. How's it going, Francis? Ajesh, how are you, Ajesh? Who else do we have in here? Julian, I did see Julian. There he is, Julian. How are you? And Ajay, we have Ajesh and Ajay in here today. Good to see, good to see. Who else do we got? Cherry's in here. How's it going, Cherry? And Sean, how's it going, Sean? So we have a few seedlings, a few new faces. Good to see you guys in here. Don't forget to hit that like. Don't forget to hit the subscribe, and more importantly, don't forget to hit the bell notification icon so that way you don't miss the next stream, because we don't really do these on schedule, right? It's kind of on the field kind of thing. And this morning Bitcoin was doing things that were interesting, Shiba Inu doing things that was interesting, Cardano also showing some interesting signs as well. So I said, hey, why not go ahead and do a live stream? And we have Philippe in here as well, Kusha. So turn up the air conditioner a bit too. How's the music though, guys? Is it too loud, too soft? Randy's in here? That's awesome. How's it going, Hiram? Hope I'm getting your name right. I don't see Randy. Where is he? Oh, there he is. How's it going, Randy? And James, how's it going? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Right back at ya, man. So Krisha, what should we start with today? Bitcoin, or do we start with the dog coin, Shiba Inu?
Bitcoin!
Alright, so, okay, let's do a recap on... Wait, actually, let's get a consensus from the chat. What do you guys want to start with? What does the chat want to start with? Chat, let me know. Do you guys want to start with Bitcoin? Do you guys want to start with Dogecoin? Do you guys want to start with Shiba Inu, or do you guys want to start with Cardano? We have Sherwin in here too. How's it going, Sherwin? Nice. I love Sherwin's logo. Do you guys notice Sherwin's logo is a Bitcoin logo with two mangoes embedded into the B? It's awesome. So Randy says says Bitcoin. Philippe says Bitcoin. Julian hasn't voted just yet. Ajay says, so proud I have started to get invalidated on trades, but closing in profits. Attaboy, attaboy. I told you that day is going to come, man. I told you that day is going to come. So Ajay says Bitcoin as well. Jacob says Bitcoin. I'm so proud of you guys. I'm so proud of you guys. Nublet says Bitcoin as well. Nice. The Mango community knows what's important. Now, some of you are voting for Shiba Inu, and hey, in time, give it maybe 6 months max, you guys will be voting for Bitcoin as well. This is how I gauge my ability to educate the community on whether they vote for Bitcoin as the more important asset to start with or not, right? So I'm proud of you guys. So let's go ahead and get started with Bitcoin. We're essentially going to be doing a recap, a rehash on what we've been talking about since I believe last week, Krisha, that monthly close, right? We've been looking for how the weeklies are going to be closing leading into this monthly close. Now, funnily enough, the next weekly candle is lining up perfectly, perfectamundo, with the monthly close. So we're closing a weekly as well as a monthly on the same freaking day, right? Closing the monthly in 3 days and 16 hours. Bitcoin, Krisha, is rallying as we speak, right? So this is perfect, right? Scaring people yet again, coming down on this horizontal. Okay, so this is where things got really interesting, guys, over the past week, right? We've been eyeing this horizontal, this monthly candle close at around 58,800-ish for a while now. And what was interesting is that we noticed this, and this is what got me more bullish and why I started accumulating even more aggressively across this horizontal. We plotted a horizontal on this monthly candle close, and then we switched on over to the 1 hour time frame, and we started noticing that even on the 1 hour time frame, every test, guys, every test of this level, so remember, this horizontal here, this red horizontal that you guys are seeing, is a monthly level that we just plotted out, right? We've been getting picked up on it over and over again. Each test has been an accumulation opportunity. Broke it the first time, retested, accumulation, right? Tested again, accumulation. Tested again, accumulation. Came down to these areas over here again, got front-run a tad bit, but nonetheless, we were only a few $1,000s away from that level, few $100 actually, and accumulated. Now, over the past day or so, where have we been oscillating over? Well, that same level right now. This time around, and this was bound to happen eventually, because I was surprised to begin with that we are closing every single hourly candle above that level. This time around we did close a couple of candles underneath, but again closed above, closed underneath, closed above, but nonetheless, for the grand scheme of things, we've been accumulating along that level, right? So after I watched these wicks here, after I watched all of these levels, or rather these candles see pick up, I got more bullish, and I'm like, okay, each time we come down there, I'm going to be accumulating a position as well, building my trade as we go into that monthly close. Now remember, guys, look at that, Kusha, Bitcoin's candle pumping leading into this live stream. So remember, guys, we are in a position all the way from down at the $35,000 level, right? We actually started building a position from around $32,000. We hedged a little bit when we lost that 4-day 21 EMA, got back into our position right away as soon as we reclaimed that 4-day 21 EMA, 4-day dynamic, etc, etc. And Philippe, if you are watching and you're still here, you now know why I did not give that much importance to those resistance levels, because that trend got activated again. And as a trend trader, right, around $53,000, you were questioning, hey Sean, what if we close underneath? It doesn't matter, because as a trend trader, you're looking for resistance to break and you're looking for support to hold, right? So that's if you're taking a bull trend. And well, again, you're seeing all of that play out now, guys, right? You keep going with the trend and you keep holding that mindset where you're like, support will hold, resistance will break, support will hold, resistance will break, until you're proven wrong. And what do you know, guys? We're doing just that, bouncing off that support level, leading into that monthly close. Okay, so things are going well for now, but we also discussed, especially in yesterday's live stream, where things could go wrong. And I do want to discuss a few ideas around that, especially pertaining to the monthly time frame, right? Let's go back to the monthly time frame, okay? And I do want to give a tad bit of a caveat to how we've been playing this support and resistance level. Remember, we have yet to close the monthly level, and that means that this level over here that we have been playing as support is actually resistance. Okay, I want you guys to take key note of that. We haven't really closed the monthly yet, so in a way I am actually front running that monthly close. Okay, when did I actually start accumulating that position and start treating it as support though? It was only after we saw these accumulation wicks. It was only after we saw Bitcoin actually respect the level over and over and over again, right? When we saw that, we had a thesis saying, hey, you know what? The market is already treating that level as a support level on the lower time frames. So I'm going to use that to my advantage. Risky, yes. Yes, it is a risk. Everything you do is a risk, right, in this market, but I am going to trade it that way, right? And this sits very well in line with one of the questions we got in yesterday's stream, where somebody asked, hey Sean, is a weekly level invalidated if you close a 4-hour underneath it? Right? And I said, no, the weekly level is not invalidated, but your trade could be invalidated if you trade it that way, right? So how you set up your thesis matters. Again, to reiterate now, I want to make it very clear to you, to all of you who are looking to learn, and you guys need to understand why I'm doing what I'm doing and how I'm doing what I'm doing and how I could be wrong on what I'm doing. The monthly level is still resistance. We haven't cleared it out yet. But what made me confident was the fact that we have taken out the high, the all-time high essentially this time around. We've taken out the high, made a new wick high, and I'm saying, okay, the candle close is going to get respected on the lower time frames. And that is essentially just a trading thesis, a trading technique you could use. Could it be wrong? Yes, it could be wrong. But does that make sense? Any questions, guys? Kusha, does that make sense? Kusha says yes. We are bouncing off that level really well yet again. Love to see that happen on stream. Allows me to feel vindicated live on stream. As long as this doesn't dump until the end of the stream, I'm going to be feeling happy about this. Any questions, guys, on this idea? Right? Same thing, Sarah. Sarah Stopnik says you spoke differently yesterday. Are you talking about Bitcoin? Because Julian says perfect sense. I'm glad you think so, because we've been literally reiterating the same idea for the past week now, right? The only difference, the only thing rather that I did not emphasize to you guys is that, and this is more of, hey guys, be cautious as to what I'm doing over here, right? Understand what I'm doing over here. It is not really support on the monthly level yet, right? Am I personally expecting a dump before the rally? We're waiting for, okay, so again, to reiterate to you guys, we are waiting for the monthly close, which is lining up with the weekly close. Let's go ahead and pull up the weekly again. Okay, first let's start with the monthly. I want to show you guys again. We're closing the monthly in 3 days and 16 hours. You see that right over there, right? 3 days and 16 hours, okay? When are we closing the weekly? We're closing the weekly as well in 3 days and 16 hours. What did we say yesterday? Let's go ahead and redo everything, okay? I'm going to go ahead, remove all the horizontals, remove drawings, okay? I'm going to draw in the horizontal yet again on the monthly. Make sure we get that right. Yeah, got that right. Now I'm going to go on over to the weekly, and we're going to draw in a horizontal on the weekly candle close, okay? Boom, right over there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and draw a zone. Weekly and monthly, okay? This was us brainstorming together as a community, right? Where Philippe asked, I believe it was Philippe or Julian, asked about the weekly level, and we're like, you know what, in fact, let's go ahead and use them both. And now we have a zone. Was this yesterday or the day before? Either way, doesn't matter. We have a zone, weekly and the monthly. We can use them together, and we can say that, you know what, I want the weekly lead, which is essentially the monthly close coming up as well, to close above both levels. I want the weekly to respect its level, and I want the monthly to respect its level. If the weekly respects the monthly level but does not respect the weekly level, in that case we can start getting a little bit more greedy and look for, or I won't do that, but you guys could, and say, you know what, maybe we get that move down to 52,000, right? Maybe, right? Because the weekly lost its level, but the monthly held its level. So what we'd essentially be looking for is that the next monthly candle that opens, and this could happen either way, guys. The next monthly candle opens, essentially wicks down to $52,000, right? And then start seeing a rally throughout the rest of the month. Because the monthly was respected, weekly was not. Weekly may see follow through towards the downside, while the rest of the month, remember, a month has 4 freaking weeks. So we may see the first week of the month look ugly, while the rest of the month looks fantastic. So this green box here, guys, is representing how the candle may turn out, right? Gabriel says, Mango Research, this pump has low volume. Can you explain why that might be the case? And would this be a sign of concern? No, actually, when you see price move, it depends. It depends on the kind of price that you're seeing. If you, especially if you're looking at the daily candles, guys, okay, try not to get caught into the lower time frames, because it's really easy to start feeling anxious or excited or bearish with the lower time frame candles. Right? When you look at the high time frames, you start seeing that, hey, Bitcoin has been drifting towards the upside on low volume. That is actually bullish. When you start seeing price drift towards the upside day after day after day without a huge spike in volume, it essentially means that the sellers are exhausted, right? All you have is price drifting towards the upside because buyers are coming in and there's no sell. Because remember, volume consists of both buys and sells, right? On both sides. But if price is moving up, what does that mean? It means that where are the sellers to counteract those buyers coming in? If price can move up on low volume, it means the sellers are not interested in selling at those prices, right? When you see a massive level though, okay, major resistance level, and price breaks through that resistance level with volume, that's considered bullish. Why? Because even though the sellers stepped in, the buyers were able to come and overpower it. But it does not mean, the inverse does not apply, guys. People think that just because you see volume on a break equals bullish, it means that price moving up without volume equals bearish. No, the inverse does not apply. It does not work that way. How's it going, Max? Good to see you in here. Fons, how are ya? How are ya? He's like, hi, Fons here from Singapore. Love that. The Fons. Krisha, IJ is in here. IJ, how are you, buddy? We gotta play Catan this weekend. That's the big sign. I was literally thinking about IJ just yesterday because I was like, we haven't played Catan in so long. We gotta get together and play some Catan. And what do you know? IJ shows up. He's reading my thoughts. Gabriel says, thank you. Fantastic explanation. I'm glad you understood, man. Glad you understood. So Bitcoin looking really, really good. I do want to essentially go ahead and take a look at the oscillators really quick. Yeah, stochastics crossing bullish yet again. We did have bullish divergence on the 1 hour time frame, which is why, by the way, I was a buyer this morning as well. Now again, things could break down from over here, but I'm liking the looks of things leading into this monthly close, right? We have only a couple of days now before we see this monthly close. As long as we close above that $59,000 level, I'm going to be happy with this position. Murali says, so low volume on an uptrend could lead to a violent move towards the upside. So let's go ahead and talk about this idea a little bit. What you guys need to understand that when price is range bound, right? Let's say we are trading. Am I on the, okay, cool. Can go ahead and do it right here. Let's say we are trading between this range, okay? And you come down, price comes down to support, okay? And then on the support level, right? If the support is to break, you don't see volume break through that major level. However, if it bounces, okay, you may see some volume over there too on the bounce, but then on the high or low, if you start seeing prices drift towards the upside, that is a sign of bullishness, and that essentially could indicate that price is likely going to drift back to the top of the range because sellers aren't interested in coming in and putting in more sell pressure on a lower high, right? So let's go ahead and look at the scenario, the alternative scenario where sellers did step in, and what would we get in that scenario? So let's say price starts at the top of the range, we come down, right? Price bounces, and now sellers step in, right, with volume and pushes price down. Price bounces, sellers step in and pushes price down, right? You're seeing volume throughout this entire period. Why? Because buyers and sellers are battling between each other, right? Now again, price bounces, sellers push price down, and this entire time, by the way, buyers are battling to hold this level, and sellers are pushing price down, 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 right? And then eventually, sellers break with volume. What did we actually form here, guys? We put in an descending triangle. This is the psychology of a descending triangle. Sellers stepping in earlier and earlier with more volume because they're building confidence in their trade, they're building their positions, right? But in this scenario over here, you're seeing no volume because sellers weren't coming in. Because remember, volume consists of buyers and sellers. So what happens? Prices drift towards the upside because buyers too, who missed the first test of this level, right? Who are waiting for price to come back down, they were like, you know what, this is not coming down, I'm just going to buy a little bit of my position over here, or maybe they buy the entire position over here. But their volume alone, with no seller volume coming in, is allowing the volume indicator to read volume as low, while price is just going up because sellers aren't coming in, right? Because remember, for price to stay at the same level, you need buyers and sellers to be in equilibrium. That's what prices, when prices are going sideways, it means that buyers and sellers have found equilibrium. When price breaks, it means that equilibrium is broken, right? Either to the buy side or towards the sell side. If it breaks towards the upside, it means that, hey, no more sellers. That could happen with an impulsive move, right? Or that could drift because buyers are like, all right, I'm just accumulating. The impulsive moves, however, morally, happens on the break on the top of the range. So you could drift towards the top of the range and then impulsive move. Or you could have lower highs towards the bottom of the range and impulsive move. And that's how you get your derivation or derivations of Elliott wave theory and GAN and the Wyckoff distribution, which all stems from just these base concepts. Hey Garima, good to see you in here. Ajay Naik says, Sean, fire. Seriously, I am blessed to be part of this education. This is changing my whole financial view. The thing is, man, you can actually use this across all assets. You guys are seeing, right? This is all just human behavior. We don't use price in a very, like, if this, that, right? Like, people try to just read patterns without really understanding what it really means. Over here at Mango, we try to actually derive human behavior from what's actually happening, because that's the most fundamental of all analysis. How the market participants are behaving on the asset, right? That's fundamentals right there. If you don't call that fundamentals, I don't know how you can call anything else fundamentals. Muraj is like, thanks Sean, I like where you've drawn those horizontals. Hey, that's gonna end up being resistance lines. Oh man. we should keep them there just for the fun of it. Let's see. We'll delete the brushes though. Trying to reach around my mic here. Oops. Alright, Bitcoin Kusha, doing the deed. Grab my drink if I can. Ugh, there we go. Let's go ahead and check out the dashboard, Kusha. Let's see, do I have it open? I think I do. Right over here. Alright, so guys, Shiba, on the daily you're seeing that it called the reversal 22 days ago, but we actually caught this live. Was it live? I believe it was live far before the 22-day mark, right? Because the 4-hour time frame gave us the call along with the Ichimoku. So one of the things that I've been doing recently is I filter out long calls, right, on the dashboard along with confluence with the Ichimoku bullish setup over here. So if you click the up arrow over here, you're gonna see that you're gonna see all assets that are looking bullish according to our Ichimoku algorithm, along with the the proprietary algorithm that we have behind the dashboard, right? So you're seeing confluence between both of them. Now, what was interesting about Shiba was that while all the other altcoins are dumping, do you guys remember that period, right? All the other altcoins are dumping against Bitcoin. Shiba was one of the only coins that was showing bullish between that confluence on that Venn diagram of the dashboard algorithm as well as the Ichimoku algorithm, right? So I noticed Shiba then, and that's when I started keeping an eye on it, right? So I was like mentally prepared for this big Shiba trade. Why? Because we've been keeping the dashboard gave us the initial call. Did I get in on the initial call? No, but it allowed me to mentally prepare for what was to come. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the Shiba chart now, and then we'll go ahead and try to find something very similar and try to find a similar trade opportunity. So when did we get the Shiba call? You guys are going to be really surprised with this. I want to pull up the Coinbase chart, by the way, because it'll allow me to show you guys what I've been looking at. Shiba USD. How do I get the Coinbase chart? Because I have the Coinbase chart opened up on my phone. Should I be looking with GDAX over here? Never mind. Okay, let's just look at FTX for now. Okay. So so the call for Shiba came in somewhere around here, all right, somewhere around here. The dashboard gave the call somewhere around here for Shiba. I didn't get this move. I missed this entire run over here, right? But that's around the time where we're like, okay guys, because the Ichimoku algorithm and confluence with the dashboard algorithm, that was something we just started using, and I wanted to keep an eye on it and build confidence on how it was working out. But we noticed that even, hey, Shiba, so the two coins that were actually showing strength on the dashboard on those days was Shiba and Secret, right? And both of them ended up having massive runs. So I was like, okay, cool, I want to be part of these trades now if I see an opportunity to re-enter on either an accumulation or a bull flag break. And what do you know, guys, we actually ended up putting in albeit an ugly bull flag, but a bull flag nonetheless. And when did the dashboard give us the next call? Well, around here, right over here, right? So as soon as you got that daily candle close, that was my cue to just market buy. It was literally that morning. I was keeping an eye on this coin for that entire period, patiently. As soon as we put in this consolidation over here, I was waiting for this daily candle close above these levels, got the daily candle close, and boom, we've been in that trade ever since. So all of this to say, do you need to catch the entire move? No, gotta be patient and then catch the next leg of the move, right? And hey, it's done brilliantly thus far. Now, something I've been noticing, guys, on exchanges that list a coin, okay, that was either on, like, maybe it was on KuCoin initially, or it was on a no-name exchange of some sort initially, and then gets listed on Binance or Coinbase. You're going to see like a massive drop from, like, at least on your phone it shows that way, right? Like, it just looks like a big red candle. And on my phone for Coinbase, it shows that way over here, right at the 9,000, not Satoshi, this is like, I don't, how do you read this in cents, Krisha? 9,000 whatever. Let's call it Satoshi. Let's pretend it's Satoshi. And I was like, okay, what if that ends up being a resistance level? Okay, what if that ends up being a resistance level? I'm looking to be a seller over there, because if there's one level that I'd be happy to be a seller at, because we got in right over here, guys. That's a big move. That's like 3x, right? Yeah, that's 3x. So I'm willing to be a seller over there. And what do you know? Price came right up against over there, against that level, and started seeing resistance and had its first massive dump at that level. Now, did I actually sell the top? No, I messed up on my execution over there, messed up on my order, and I did not get the sell. I ended up selling somewhere around 8,200 Satoshi. Now, again, I've not sold the entire position. I never ever sell the entire position of my trend trades, but I have sold at least 35% of my. To you guys, that's still very little, right? You guys look to sell way more, but to me, selling 35% of my trade is actually one of the bigger numbers that I do sell. So I'm still holding a significant position of my trade, and I'll be looking to scale out depending on what the market does. Now, what has happened thus far is that we have lost the 1 hour dynamic and we're using it as resistance. So that's my first clue to be like, okay, maybe you want to start looking to scale out. Also, the 4 hour dynamic is still underneath us, which is why I'm not too eager to scale out just yet. I feel like at the very least I'll get a better sell opportunity on higher levels, perhaps all the way over here around 7,685 Satoshi. Now keep in mind, this is not really Satoshi, I'm just saying Satoshi because I don't know how to, what do I say, cents? I don't know, but you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm looking to sell at this level right over here. So yeah, I'll be looking to sell a little bit more, and I'll be glad to essentially distribute with the rest of the market. That's what likely what's going to happen over here now. Likely we're going to see some distribution phase in this area, and I'll be glad to enter if we can put in some kind of consolidation with higher lows and break towards the upside. I'll re-enter as a fresh trade right now, of course, with completely new risk management, brand new Mango risk management tool sheet, etc, etc. You guys know what I'm talking about if you guys are in the SHIB program. So that's the Shiba Inu analysis, and I just realized that the chart was scaled down this entire time. My apologies, guys. So yeah, I'll go ahead and re-show what I was talking about on the 1 hour time frame. We are still using this as resistance on the dynamic, so that's where I'm like being cautious, right? Okay, we've lost a 1 hour dynamic, that's something new, but on the 4 hour we're still holding the dynamic, which is why I'm holding off before selling any of my position. Let's see how things play out. Any questions on that? Okay, let me know. All right, so again, quick note on the dashboard. How am I using this? I'm using the confluence between the Ichimoku setup along with the long filter, right? So use the Ichimoku long filter along with the dashboards long filter, sorry, the Ichimoku long filter along with the dashboard long filter, and that's how you're going to find some really good trading opportunities. If you guys want to take it one step further, filter out only the Bitcoin trades, and you're going to see that FTM's on here, One is on here, and Secret is on here, right, as well as CRV now. But we've been keeping an eye on these three assets for a while now. Secret is up already 40% since we got the call 5 days ago on the daily time frame. On the 12-hour time frame, I believe, okay, it was around the same time. So the 12-hour and the daily gave us along around the same time. FTM is also up 34%. 1 inch is now on here, giving us the long signal. It had a massive pump yesterday, Krisha. Around 90% it pumped yesterday, and it's now down since then 26%. Gave us a call on the dashboard 8 hours ago, and if you took that trade, you're already down 13% on that one. So let's see if this one can see any recovery. But actually, let's go ahead and take a look at 1 inch. Is that a trade opportunity? Might be a trade opportunity to enter. We'll find out. I hate the 1 inch ticker. Hate the 1 inch ticker. You can't type it. You gotta do this. 1 inch. Okay, so 1 inch USDT. No, this is still up against resistance, guys. I wouldn't be too eager to enter this trade. Yeah, I wouldn't be too eager to enter this trade over here. Massive volume coming in, but straight into resistance. I wonder, was this just a massive falling channel? No, doesn't look like it. Perhaps on the Bitcoin pairing, 1 inch BTC. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you guys see this? It's not the prettiest. Look at that. So that's what was playing out, right? We are flagging within this channel against the upper resistance line of this 1 inch Bitcoin pairing, and then that broke towards the upside. But where do we come up against? If you guys have been watching Mango for a while, you guys know I like to use the second lowest high from the top of the falling channel as my next target, and you guys can see that it works out more often than not, right? We've come up, hit that level perfectly to the T, in fact, testing these highs over here. Yeah, this is being played on the Bitcoin pairing, guys. You can see, you mark these highs out, you mark out the candle closes as well as a zone. You're going to see that we've come up right against it, and saw resistance. So be careful buying into like massive pumps, guys. Very rarely ever pays off. Very rarely ever pays off. Alright, so what coin do you guys want to cover next? We've talked about Bitcoin. We can go ahead and switch back on over to Bitcoin to see what's going on over there. Bitcoin looking good, bouncing off our massive support level. Let's switch back to the chart with our monthly level right over there. Seeing some resistance over here. More dynamic resistance here, but this is going to likely come down, round up a little bit. I'd like for us to see, I'd like to see Bitcoin reclaim the $62,000 level, right? We reclaim $62,000, we'd have essentially reclaimed the 12-hour dynamic, at which point things are going to start looking good again. I mean, already looks pretty good, but could look better. Krisha says, Ada, you guys want to cover Cardano? Let's see what Cardano is doing on the dashboard. We'll start with the daily time frame. So it's not long against Bitcoin. You can see right off the bat. Let's go ahead and look against all. Cardano, why is it not showing over here? Did I mistype that? Got the long filter on and it's not long. So that's what's happening. Oh damn, it's still short on the dashboard. I didn't expect that. It's still short on the dashboard. In fact, the dashboard is gave you the short signal on Cardano 30 days ago, a month ago, and you're up 50% on that trade even after Cardano seeing a bounce today. So remember guys, you don't need to short the coin, right? Like just because the dashboard says short, it doesn't mean that you need to like if you're a Cardano fan or you just don't want to be shorting one of your favorite assets, you don't need to short the asset, but at the very least what you can do is use the dashboard to protect against losses and rebuy lower, right? If the dashboard is indicating a long, of course, with the rest of your TA, right? Use the dashboard holistically with the rest of your TA. So if you look at the dashboard is giving you the call short, right? It's saying, hey, Cardano's not looking good. It's a short call on this one. The trend is short on this. Then you go on over to the charts. You can confirm what you're seeing over there, right? And you're like, okay, you know what? At the very least, I can sell a bit of my position, right, and reposition lower, right? If you're looking to accumulate, that way you're not sitting through a 50% down move against your Bitcoin. Your Bitcoin can be used a lot more efficiently, either in another asset that is doing well. So for example, you could have been in so many coins that have been doing well recently, or just stay in Bitcoin and rebuy your Cardano lower, right? You could have literally bought 2 times more Cardano if you just switch back to Bitcoin temporarily, or rather at least a portion of your Bitcoin temporarily, and then rebought lower. So use the dashboard to your advantage, use your tools, because I'm seeing many of you who have the premium version of the dashboard, and I believe Cardano is available on the free version of the dashboard as well, right? Cardano is one of the coins available for free. So use it to your advantage, guys, right? Don't just have the tools and not take advantage of it, right? Even against USD, you'd have done really, really well if you use that Bitcoin pairing to your advantage. So take advantage of it, and yeah. Oh, by the way, Kusha did post a coupon code, right, for Bitcoin's all-time high for the dashboard. So I believe it's ATH 2021, says Krisha, with her beautiful, cute face that she's glowing. Do you guys want Krisha to show up on cam soon? If you guys want Krisha to show up on cam, can you guys hear her laughing and blushing in the corner there? If you guys want Krisha to show up on cam, hit the like button. Try to get the likes up, guys. If we get 200 likes in today's video, I will get her to show up on cam for the entire live stream on tomorrow's live stream, if we can get to 200 likes. Murali says, I sold my 1 inch at a 60% profit. I think that's what you mean, 60% profit, while the entire market was down, added onto Matic, which was steady while the entire market was in the red. The lesson on buying into strength paid off. Thanks. You are very, very welcome. That idea alone, man, that idea alone of buying strength and staying away from weakness is going to pay it could save your entire trading career. People get stuck into the habit of wanting to buy coins that haven't moved yet, right? And I see people stuck in it for years and years and years, and they refuse to get out of that habit, right? Even if you tell them over and over again, especially if yeah, no, I don't want to rant on that, but you guys are getting the idea now. You see strength, buy strength. See weakness, just stay away from it. So yeah, Cardano, let's go ahead and actually look at the chart. ADA USDT, and I better remember to switch the view. You know, I don't like this, guys. I don't like this. This doesn't look good. You're just seeing a bounce after a breakdown of this squeeze over here. Again, we talked about this yesterday. These kind of, when you're seeing weakness like this while the rest of the market has been showing strength, and this is the USD pairing, right? This is unusual, right? We talked about this yesterday. It was a similar story with Chainlink. Chainlink was showing strength while every other market was showing weakness, right? This was throughout 2018, 2019, and we traded it to the freaking bits, right? You guys notice my wordplay over there? Bits, Bitcoin, as opposed to the real word, which is not family friendly. But either way, we traded to the bits, and we love Chainlink. We love Chainlink as long as Chainlink was being good to us, right? As long as it was being the mango trend trading opportunity that we love finding in assets. But then it started showing weakness while other assets were showing strength. And we're not going to be headstrong and head stuck on Chainlink and keep holding and buying Chainlink, hoping for a better future. No, right? No. People who do that, they're trying to build their viewer count and their followers, and they're trying to like build a tribe around that Chainlink narrative, right? And then they build a tribe around the Cardano narrative. What we want to do over here at Mango is build a tribe around, hey, we love our family narrative. We want to give our family a good life, right? We want to be able to give them a roof on top of their head, food on the plate, and many vacations throughout the year. So that's, so as soon as we saw weakness on Chainlink, we're like, okay, we'll get back to it when we see strength, right? And we moved on to other coins. What do you know? Cardano happened to be one of them. Cardano showing strength for a year and a half while the rest of the market was showing weakness at periods. During the bull market, there were times where the market was showing weakness and Cardano was showing strength. I love that. I love that. I'm going to go ahead and buy that every single time when I see that, right? Then, most recently, we start seeing the opposite. The rest of Solana was moving. We saw Harmony 1 moving, and Cardano was showing weakness, right? That wasn't the case. Before, we were seeing Bitcoin showing strength and Cardano showed strength. Bitcoin showed weakness and Cardano showed strength, right? That's what I want to see, right? We saw that in Solana. We saw that in one, thanks to you guys, by the way. You guys were the ones who brought up one to us. And now I'm seeing the opposite in Cardano. So until I see strength, I'm not interested. Doge, yeah. So people are saying that Doge is getting the rotation of the Shiba Inu profits. Let's see if that's really the case, or people are hoping for that to be the case. Be really careful of this, guys. You're going to see a lot of people who missed out on moves try to push the narrative that, hey, profits are being rotated into Doge, or hey, profits from XRP is being rotated into XLM, or hey, profits from Ethereum is being rotated into XYZ. Like, be very careful. More often than not, that doesn't turn out to be the case. It's just a very temporary move that gets sold into. And I'm not convinced yet on this Doge chart. Weekly, Kusha says, check out the weekly. Can you guys hear Kusha, by the way? Let me know, so that way I don't need to repeat what she says. Again though, Kusha, I'm looking at the USD pairing. I'm not sure if you're looking. So I'd be interested above 37 cents, or a higher low opportunity if we do come down somewhere around here, right? If we could be putting in an ascending triangle over a span of a few weeks, this could be a W if we break 37 cents. So we're currently sitting at what, 29 cents. Yeah, no, I'd rather buy higher. Does that make sense to you guys? Wolfbane says, I've been listening to your analysis sporadically for about a year now, and I appreciate your brutal rationality. I love that. Brutal rationality. Damn. I'm gonna have to steal that from you, man. If I want to get more involved in the community, would the Discord be the best? Yeah, definitely. Join us at themangoway.com/Discord. I was going to say /seed. In fact, the best way to get involved in the community is to be part of the seed program, because and the activity in the seed program recently is, you guys are, I love waking up to that, man. Love waking up to see you guys so excited every morning. But yeah, the C program though is a commitment. It's around 40 plus hours, I believe 44 hours of content in there, 44 hours of video content, along with the community having a bunch of Discord channels, which is building into a treasure trove of information on its own. So yeah, check out the C program too if you're interested, man. Sherwin says, yeah, but I said to buy BTC instead of SHIB, which in my head is sound advice. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, what do you mean? I was no, so oh man, I could rant on this. This is why, especially when it comes to Krisha's family, I don't give any advice whatsoever, because and I've told her this. I'm like, you're gonna lose no matter what you say, right? You're gonna lose. If you give them good advice, they're gonna hate you in the short term if the coin pumps, right? If the coin, like meme coin, Dogecoin, Shiba, whatever, if it pumps, and if you give them good advice and they buy Bitcoin and it pumps and then it dumps eventually, because Bitcoin is going to go through market cycles, even then they're going to be upset at you, right? So there's no way. Okay, this is how it works out. If you give them advice and they follow it and it works out, it was because of their genius, right? Not because of you, right? So they'll credit themselves for following your advice. But if it dumps, they will deflect blame and blame you. So there's nothing to be gained from giving family advice on this whatsoever. It's best for them to go through the emotions. But what I can tell you guys, those of you who have been in the market for long, this is what I can tell you guys. When you're buying Bitcoin, you're not buying Bitcoin, okay, to outperform your altcoins. Not in the short term, okay, not in the short term. You're buying Bitcoin to outperform your altcoins over the long term, okay, over like 10 years, 12 years, 8 years, 4 years, Bitcoin will outperform. You know, people keep saying, oh yeah, Ethereum outperformed Bitcoin in the last market. Did it really though? Did it really? What do you consider a market, right? To some investors, right, older investors, a market is 10 years. The real estate market is a 10-year investment for people, right? So let's go ahead and look at BTC, and did it really outperform? It's not fair to look at one leg and then say, you know what, Ethereum's outperforming Bitcoin. Because when I look at the monthly chart, Ethereum is still putting lower highs against Bitcoin, right? So how do you really say it outperformed? At what period has it outperformed? Right? It depends on when you enter and when you exit. But if I'm just looking to preserve value over longer term, if I entered somewhere around here, okay, so I outperformed from here to here. But then for the entirety of the past few years, Ethereum has been in a downtrend against Bitcoin until you actually got in somewhere around here, and then you've been in an uptrend. But now let's forecast this over like decades. What if this just keeps doing this? Okay, now we're gone into 2030, right? And you're just putting in a downtrend on the decade time frame, right? But you're gonna find people who only fixate on this leg over here and this leg over here and this leg over here, where yes, you went into an uptrend, but we are talking about trend analysis over here, where every uptrend is going to have downtrends within it, and every downtrends are going to have uptrends within it as well, right? So you got to ask yourself why you're really buying Bitcoin, and people who are buying Bitcoin to store their entire wealth. I'm talking about guys like Michael Saylor who are putting $6 billion worth of wealth. He's not going to be buying Ethereum because he can't trust it. You cannot trust Ethereum to have good monetary policy until It needs to mature far more, man. Far more. I can put my entire wealth in Bitcoin and sleep well at night, right? That's what Bitcoin gives me. When I buy Bitcoin, I can go to bed and feel good about it, regardless of whether it dumps 50%. If Ethereum dumps like 50-60%, I'm sweating. I'm thinking, man, what if this goes to zero, right? I'm actually stressed about that because I don't trust their development process. I don't trust their monetary policy. I don't trust anything. Like at 2.0, there's so much that could happen, so much that could go wrong. As a developer, ex-software developer, I know that things could go horribly wrong. So many moving parts. There's no way that you can financially put your entire wealth into that. Like, it's not responsible. Now, am I willing to long Ethereum, long Shiba Inu, long Solana, long all these other coins? I am definitely willing to long those coins. I'm definitely willing to play the market cycle. I'm definitely willing to stay in a position in them for months on end until they lose their trend, right? So that's the difference between Bitcoin and the coins like Ethereum. Ethereum, you can play for like maybe a year, 2 years. Bitcoin, I can play for the next 20 years. That's the difference. So every coin has a time horizon, right? Shiba Inu could have like a 1 week horizon, a 2 week horizon, a 1 month horizon, depending on your risk tolerance, of course, and your volatility tolerance. Ethereum could have a longer horizon because it's a little bit more of a mature asset. Krisha, do you know anything about ETH 2.0, by the way? Are there any updates on that? I believe that it's in March, guys. Do you guys know? Does anybody know?
You can't wait on their support. Sometimes you just gotta run and look behind you and say, everybody who wants to run, but I can't stop running.
ETH 2.0 is supposed to come out like what?
Hear me. You can't stop chasing your dreams.
And if you do remember, I was like massively involved when it came to being up to date with all of that, right? I used to write articles on Ethereum, so it's just like I know how much they've delayed and delayed and delayed. SHIB, is it doing well? Shiba Inu. There you go. It's doing well. Yeah, that's what I just talked about. That, right? We just talked about Shiba Inu. Potentially, I'm looking for the bounce of the 4-hour dynamic, and hey, it's actually following my squiggly lines. Oops. So I said this is what I have my horizontals over here if you want to come take a look. But I was looking for it to come test this horizontal, this wick low over here of the top candle at 7,654, somewhere around there. I don't have the level to the T. Let's go ahead and adjust it. Has it got there yet? It's not got there yet, but yeah, let's see how this plays out. It looks like it's playing out on the 10-minute. It's about to reclaim. Okay, look at the 15-minute, Krisha. There's a beautiful ascending triangle on the 15-minute that's about to reclaim the dynamic too. It's just like boom ba.
This is so unmade. This is so not made.
I mean, it's bouncing off the 4-hour dynamic. We don't need to look at it, but just for fun, for entertainment purposes. Luna. Go take a look at Luna. I was looking at it today, and ooh, so all of this just happened. I was looking at Luna just this morning and didn't look too appetizing. Oh, this is this looks like it's just done what Bitcoin's done though, Krisha. So Luna USD literally has the 1-hour candle that Bitcoin put in, but it's coming down now again to retest the dynamic. This looks like Bitcoin, so I'm betting that Luna BTC is just essentially going sideways. Yeah, it is going sideways. Luna BTC is just going sideways, so the daily's pretty much going sideways too, right? Stuck in a range. yeah, so this is not too appetizing for me. So for Luna, guys, I'll be looking for something like this. This consolidation breaking above the range. So when it breaks above like 9,900 Satoshi, we may get interested in it. At the moment, not so much. The SHIB crash will be epic. Yeah, Kusha says, man, Sham brought up SHIB's open interest today, and turns out longs. Yeah, I was getting paid to hold my position, so it was ridiculous. And it was funny because last night I was talking to Krisha and I said, this entire move, I bet, is being driven, right? I was postulating at the very least, is being driven not by people longing, but more so people getting liquidated out of their shorts, right? Because for some reason, meme coins have this tendency to get newer traders to want to short against it because they missed the upside move, right? Let's say a coin pumps like 200%, they're like, all right, I'm going to capture a huge move now towards the downside. But you're not going to make as much towards the downside as you can towards the upside, by the way, especially when a coin has moved 200%. But either way, people want to do that. They want to capture the other direction towards the downside, and they want to short the top without actually having the right indications of a downtrend beginning, right? So what ends up happening is they end up being fuel for a further upside, because their shorts get pressured, right? Let's say they sell at, I'm just gonna throw out random numbers, they sell at $100, right? $100 price. And well, price keeps going above 100, right? Shiba sitting at 110 now. They're feeling the pressure because they're leveraged 10x, and then suddenly they have to liquidate out their positions and they have to buy back at the market at a higher price, right? So now they end up being the buyers at $111, $112, $115, right? The sellers end up being the buyers, and they're buying at a higher price because the buyers who are willing to buy at 100 only pushed up the price just a tad bit, but enough to apply pressure on the shorts, and then you see price go up higher and higher and higher and higher. And I'm like, because this I'm in this asset, yes, I'm enjoying the trend, but this is ridiculous. It's already at Dogecoin's market cap, pretty much, right? And like, what is fueling all of this? I think a huge part of it is people wanting to short the top of this, and you don't know when the top is going to come. You guys are causing the top to be higher and higher and higher, right? So be very careful with that idea of wanting to catch the top of an asset. It can be very painful. And yeah, open interest, not the funding rate was essentially paying longs. Just think about that, guys. Just paying longs to hold their position on an asset like this. Deep Dive Crypto says SHIB acts as sort of an ambassador. It brings new money into the market. Yeah, not just new money, it brings in new market participants. In my view, what ends up happening, man, is that let's say you get 100 new people who enter the crypto space because of Shiba Inu. Out of those 100 people, maybe 15 will stay because they are really enamored by this new space, right? Because the 85 that came in just for the money will likely get wrecked, and because of some stupid mistake or the other, over leverage, or just losing their keys, something or the other, right? And then they get disdained by the market and they leave. But 15 will say, hey, you know what? There's something special here. There's something special here. This is a brand new world. We're going into a financial revolution combined with a technology revolution. I want to be part of this. I want to learn. And we're seeing people in the man community who are like, I want to give a shout out to Wyatt. I love that kid. He's like only 16 years old, right? But you can see that this guy is going through the pains of the market, going through the emotions of the market, but he's so determined to learn. So if you're watching Wyatt, if you watch this later, like I want you to know that you're impressive, man. You're really, really impressive, and I'm really glad to have you in the Mango community. Those of you who know Wyatt, let him know that I gave him a shout out on here, because yeah, it's these kind of things are important, man. We need to have this kind of young blood in the community, looking to learn, looking to embrace the pain, and looking to use it to reinforce their strength moving forward. So yeah, long story short, out of every 100, even if 15 stay, it's great for crypto. Let's smash the like button. Indeed, smash the like button. If you get to 200 likes, I'll get Krisha on the live stream. She's laughing on there again. She's like, no, Krisha, why are you so shy? Why are you so shy? She's like, you make me blush. SHIB is trash, says Soma Purapati. Why so much hate? We had a great conversation on the Grove this morning, Krisha. I believe it was Varun who was asking, who said he learned a lesson in regards to Shiba Inu. He's like, I'm never again gonna let my emotions and my hate for a coin keep me away from an asset. I'm gonna go ahead and pull, you know what? Maybe I can actually pull it up on Discord. Yeah.
And then I made 10.
Yeah. So you can.
It's bear market. I started shorting.
Yeah.
Bear market. You don't short XR full market.
There's no reason to I'm gonna go ahead and pull this up. You guys should join the Mango Discord, by the way. We have great conversations on there. It's not like your typical crypto channel where people are just like, you know, moon calling coins over here. We actually have discussions in regards to like mindset and, you know, how to actually trade, like the real thing, not the BS. But we're going to try to pull up the Discord over here. I'm not sure if you guys will be able to see it. No, that didn't work. Okay, there you go. It worked. Do you guys see it? You guys should be able to see it soon. So I'm gonna go ahead and read it out. So he says, so I woke up this morning, right, and I saw Shiba still going. I'm like, Jesus Christ, this thing is put on a bull flag and wants to see continuation. And Varun says, biggest regret, learning to never let your ego disdain for something come in the way of making money. Well said, Varun. Well freaking said. He's like, only reason I didn't get in was because I hate the fact that meme coins can get so much love in crypto, right? And then I replied to that saying, yeah, man, try not to hate coins in the space. You're going to see a lot of hate towards XRP, Cardano, etc., etc. But you really got to ask, what do you really get from hating the coin? Absolutely nothing. Guys, you get nothing from hating a coin. There's everything to lose, nothing to gain. Nothing to gain. You just lose opportunity. Why? Because you put yourself in this mindset that when you even do see opportunity, you verbally said out loud that, you know what, I hate this coin. You've shat on it so much that you can't bring yourself to actually take advantage of the opportunity. You're going to feel like a fraud, right? So I want to say, if we have a stoic, fun approach, you won't have any qualms entering the asset as soon as you notice it fits your trading setup and your strategy. There's nothing worse than seeing an asset that fits your perfect trading setup and you're not getting into it because, you know, you're talking shit about it to your friends and now suddenly you feel like a fraud, right? You're going to feel that way. This is an emotional game. Trading is an emotional game. Then I say, but when people openly hate a coin, they find it almost impossible, difficult to take advantage of a great trade setup, the asset that is showing. So let's say you love Cardano and you see an opportunity on Shiba. The un-mango thing to do is, I hate Shiba, I will short it when it's about to dump. That's not the mango way to do things. The mango way to do things is, hey, you know what? Since I love Cardano and I see a great opportunity on Shiba, I'm going to long Shiba, take profits when it's time, and then use those profits to buy Cardano. Because now you're actually helping your community, guys. You're taking profits from another asset and you're using it to support your Cardano asset, right? You're actually being buy pressure on that side. So think about things that way. So I feel like I'm doing the Bitcoin community a huge favor by taking profits from altcoins and being a buyer on Bitcoin, right? So that's how I look at it. I actually missed this message. Any thoughts on EGLD? I've held it for, let's go read this. Any thoughts on EGLD? I've held it for a while and it came close to 300 USD mark, which I was hoping it'd break and then open sky territory, but it's been rejected. I can't really answer that, Varun, if you're watching this, because I don't know when you entered. I don't know what your other assets are. I don't know your risk. I don't know anything. But you can go ahead and take a look at the chart. That's what I could take a look do for you. I think that's what you're asking either way, right? So charts consolidating on the daily. On the weekly, it bounced. Oh, the weekly is looking fantastic, Krisha. EGLD bounced off the dynamic over here, putting in a cup and handle of some sorts. This looks good. If this closes the weekly above, actually, just looks. It actually looks like it's ready to go for close above here. If it closes above 264, good sign. If it closes about 300 on the weekly, 306, it's definitely making its way up further, maybe 350, 400ish. There's a measured move that we can put on over here. Let's do this. Yeah, 400, man. How's your 400? Sullivan Brown says, finally caught the stream live. You know what I want to do, Kusha? I think on Wednesdays we should do this. We should go through the laughs section on the Discord, because there's some really good ones on there, and I haven't actually looked at it today. Let's go ahead and pull it up. But before we do that, I do want to take a quick break. Let me just go ahead and pull up the... Kusha can entertain you guys in the meanwhile. All right, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I'll be back and I'm back. All right, that was a terrible Arnold Schwarzenegger impression. Forgive me. The only person I can impersonate really, really well is Krisha's mother. I do a fantastic job of that. Oh man. Hey Mark, how's it going, bud? Good to see you in here. Priya Gupta says, advice for someone who's starting from $100 in crypto as a beginner. Okay, this is my advice to you. You're not gonna like my advice. You're not gonna like my advice, but this is my advice to you. You take those $100, okay, start an Excel sheet. Start an Excel sheet. Okay, you're gonna put down on the top of the Excel sheet your trading journal and your trading log. Okay, you're gonna put a section for 100,000. Section for your total portfolio account, or essentially your total portfolio balance. And that $100, what you're going to do is you're going to pretend it's $100,000. That's what you're going to do. You're going to pretend it's $100,000 and you're going to put it down over there on your Excel sheet as $100,000. And now, with proper risk management, okay, with a proper trading strategy, with everything set in place. So you need to do research, you need to learn everything first. It takes a good 6 months, at the very least freaking 3 months, I would say at least 6 months. Unless you really believe in yourself and you're really adept, I would say Bitcoin, yes, Bitcoin, 61,000 cushion. I would say that takes at least 6 months. Okay, that's why the C program too. By the way, I've given people lifetime access, and it's not like other programs where people say, "Oh, you got to renew every 1 year." No, I want you guys to be able to have access to this for the rest of your lives, so you can keep coming back to modules because trading is a lifelong journey, right? That being said, use whatever resources you can, buy books, do whatever you want to, but give yourself enough time. Get those $100, or you got to treat it as though as precious. Okay. On your Excel sheet, once you're ready, pretend those $100 are $100,000. After 6 months, you're going to start trading, pretending that every trade that you're taking is based on that $100,000 figure, even though you're really trading with $100. So every $1 of risk you put on, it means that you're actually trading $1,000 of risk, right? So if you lose $1, it means you've lost $1,000. If you lose $2, it means you've lost $2,000. Okay. If you make $2, it means you've made $2,000. Okay. And you might be thinking, what the hell is the use of that? Well, what's the use of that? But in fact, you guys are going to see what the use is of that. Just last year, I gave another guy named Usman. I wonder if he's watching. I gave him the same advice. Okay. And right over here, it's one of our pinned comments. Okay. I pinned it. And here's the story. Guys. He went from being a know-nothing trader. He knew nothing. Okay, complete beginner, complete noob. In fact, before he joined the C program, I was actually this guy was so, I wouldn't say so new. He was so bombastic about wanting just the big wins, and he had lots of red flags. I was asking Kush, I'm like, do we want this guy in seed? Should we allow him in seed? But after talking to him, getting to know him a little bit, I'm like, okay, you know what? This guy has potential. This guy went from knowing nothing to becoming a professional prop trader. Okay, and I told him the same thing. I wish I could show you the Telegram section. Oh no, actually, I posted a screenshot of it. First, let me read out his story. Okay, he went from literally knowing nothing to being a professional prop trader who was funded with $600,000, and he's on his way to being funded eventually $1 million too, right? And it wasn't too long ago, literally a little more than a year ago, where I said, okay, so this is a screenshot from the conversation that I was having with him when he gave me the good news, right, recently. I'm like, there was a moment where I said, you will be trading a $200,000 account someday, so get used to the emotions. Because I gave him the same advice, Priya, where I said, take $100. Okay, this guy's from Canada, and I still told him, take only $100 and trade it as though it was a $100,000 account, or take $200 and trade it as though it's a $200,000 account, because the entire point of that is to go through the emotions of the market. Because even if you have a right trading strategy, you have all the rules, all the strategy in place, you're still going to need to learn your own emotions. Does that make sense, Kusha?
Yeah.
Right? That was a bit long-winded, but look at that. This guy right over here, you can see his excitement when I oh, you guys can't see the Discord, my bad. Oops. It's a good thing Krisha is here. Okay, I was literally talking to a blank screen to you guys. But yeah, right over here, guys, this is what I wanted to show you. This was Usman's shout out, where I essentially let the seedlings know that this guy started with nothing and now is being funded $600,000 as a professional prop trader. And this is the screenshot right over here where he's like, yes you did, I remember that, because I was like, there's a time where you will be trading $200,000, so get used to the emotions right away, right? So that's my advice to you with that $100. It's not advice you like, but that's what will get you to where you want to be maybe 2 years from now. Right? There's no quick win. If you're asking, hey Sean, what asset should I buy? What's the next Shiba Inu that I can buy for $100 and turn it into $1 million? I don't know. That's not something I can tell you. But yeah. Priya Gupta says that's a great viewpoint. Thank you. I'm glad you think so, man. Most people wouldn't like that answer, so I'm really glad that you like that answer. Oh no. I can't see my cursor. I've actually lost my cursor. Oh, there it is. Jesus Christ.
Traffic lights take me away. I'm okay.
And then she'd say, it's okay.
All right, so let's go through some laughs on the Mango Discord. Again, guys, you guys can join the Mango Discord on themangoway.com/discord. Just go ahead and use that link and you guys can join this community. We have a blast over here and we have a educational blast while at it. So recommended reading 1 to 0 Janet. that one's very funny, Julian. Are you seeing this? Kisha's busy chatting away with you guys. There's the laughs thingy.
She walks and she's my girl. You can tell by the way.
Alright, this one. Yeah, this one's pretty funny. That China's thinking of unbanning Bitcoin yet again. Kusha, have you heard? Have you heard the news on that one? So I think they're really forward thinking in that manner, right? Because they're thinking ahead to 2025. They're like, all right, we got to be ready, guys. We got to be ready to ban Bitcoin after the next halving cycle. Okay, we got to be ready to be that mid-cycle dump where we allow our citizens to accumulate Bitcoin before another massive rally, because that's what happened last time too, right? 2017, same story. Bitcoin rallied to 4,000. China banned Bitcoin. We dumped back down to around 3,000, 2,900-ish, right? And around 3,200, I believe. What do you know? We had a massive rally all the way to 20,000. Yet again, Bitcoin pumps to 60,000. China bans Bitcoin. Dump back down to 30,000. And now we're back up here, man. So China really looking out for us. I appreciate this, China. Thank you very much. So Julian has been on a roll over here. Thank you, Julian, for filling up the last section. CME gap filled that. This was on Binance. Gaps always get filled, man. Gaps always get filled. All right. You guys can see my chat though, right? Okay, my screen. Oh wait, okay, you guys can. Jeez, that would have been embarrassing. BTC USD on Binance US goes to $8 in what? Does it really go to $8? Oh, $8,000. Okay, this is the same slip. CZ's like, are you seeing that? Expect high volatility crypto. This one's, oh man, love it. All right. Oh, I posted this one. I love this one. The guys, this one's amazing. Crypto Graffiti posted this on Twitter saying, "My friend will literally buy Bitcoin instead of going to therapy." And this is a screenshot of the conversation. He's like, "I put $11,000 into Bitcoin in July 31st, and $630 a month since then." And then a small buy of around 2,400-ish. Okay, I now have $76,000 in that account. Dropping therapy and putting that in BTC has been great for my mental health. Dropping therapy. My friend will literally buy Bitcoin instead of going to therapy. Bitcoin's good for your mental health, guys. Bitcoin gives you hope. All right, let's watch what Mark posted right away. Kisha is losing it. All right, can you guys still hear the music, by the way? Let me go ahead and... No, I watched this, Mark. I don't get this joke. Nobody in Bitcoiners. I don't get this joke. Am I missing something? All I see is a bunch of people flying around. This is not funny. How do you downvote this? Downvote. Down. Down. Alright, okay, Tanswan. This guy has good stuff. I have to go to another link for this. Peter Schiff. Okay, this isn't loading. Whoa.
Scroll up, scroll up.
Which one?
The
Which
ones
one?
That aren't loading. Let
Okay.
go. And actually post it one more on top.
This one is so good. This one wins. This one is so good. Oh god. So good. Okay. So you can't own the precious physically, but you can pay to have your name listed as its owner in an online distributed database. I like this one too. All right, cool. So Tan definitely wins this round, guys. Shiba Inu $1 before 2022, eh? There's my charts. Bitcoin though. Doing some Bitcoin things. Let's go. No, haven't seen them all already. We'll go through the rest tomorrow. I don't want to do them all in one day. Mark is feeling really disheartened because his joke wasn't well received. So he's like, keep going up. You'll find one of mine that's better. He's like,
Oh, his is right above 10.
oh, what was this? How do I pronounce your name? CU. Can I just say CU? Chew. He's like, you missed my funny one right about. I told you. Krisha thinks it's funny. She's looking at it right now.
You have to see that one.
Do I?
Oh, that was good.
We'll keep it for tomorrow. She always like, I think you're funny, Mark. Guys, though, CC, are we playing Catan today? You guys down to play Catan today or DVD? IJ's here. I'm down to play Catan. Yeah, you can. You can. Kisha has a Mac, so Steam doesn't work on a laptop, but Catan can be played on web too. Yeah, man. Why are you late, buddy? We've been waiting for you. Should I retrieve Shiba or hold it? Let's go ahead and take a look at what Shiba is doing. Shiba is bouncing off the dynamic, by the way. 1 hour resistance. Ooh, we close into the dynamic, guys. We close into it. Can we hold it though? Can we hold it? Bouncing off the 4 hour, which is what I was looking for, right? So Hearth, am I here? Oh, go tell Hearth I'm on Telegram to join the stream. Yeah, we should have a groveling gaming session. What do you guys think? How many of you guys down? You guys should join the Mango Gaming channel, by the way. Kusha, if you can post the link. Okay, what coins you guys want to look at? Like Shiba is doing Shiba things.
Ethereum.
Ethereum? Kusha's coin for Ethereum. Let's go. ETHUSD. Okay, I'll tell you guys what I like about Ethereum. Ethereum is doing something special, but it's on the high time frames. Jesus Christ. That was so yeah. If we close this monthly, Kusha, look at Ethereum. Like on the monthly, we're about to close a new monthly candle close high by a huge margin. So if we get any retest of 34,000, sorry, 3,400 leading to next month, that's going to be a bad opportunity for me, because each time you've done something like that, it's so for example right over here, you guys can go ahead and use this as a template, right? We put in the candle close, a new candle close high on the month of August, and the next retest of the previous candle close high, which was 2,700, was a buy opportunity. It was a bearish month, nonetheless it was a buy opportunity, because now you'll be sitting good, almost soon to be $2,000 in profit, so almost a 2x, right? Well, not yet, but we'll be getting there soon. As soon as we take out this high over here, again, any retest of these levels are going to be massive buy opportunities. I don't have much of an Ethereum position compared to what we built all the way down over here, but even this position, guys, that we built at around the $300, $280 to $300 level, was based off those monthly candle closes. Now we're seeing something similar play out, and this may actually lead to the final leg of the bull market. Ethereum, but then again, that ETH 2.0 event is what's really throwing me off. Do you guys know anything about that? I need to update myself on that. At 2.0 coming in around March, I believe it's scheduled for, if things go according to plan. And there's a massive unlock showing up. Again, I don't know anything in regards to that. If you guys can actually let me know, like let us know on the Grove. Like if you guys should join the Grove, the mangoway.com/Grove. Keep the community posted. It'd be awesome. At BTC, Julian asks for Sean, bull flag ascending triangle on the monthly. Yeah, let's go take a look at that. I was looking at BTC. Looks fantastic too on the monthly. But again though, right, we were talking about this idea where this could turn around and be an M-like formation, Julian. So, but now it's not looking as much like it anymore, right? Because we did see that bounce. If you guys do remember, we'll go ahead and reiterate what we were talking about. We said that Ethereum needs to hold this level. Now, as things currently stand, it's looking good. But at the time when the candle was filled, it looked like, oh man, if this breaks, it's going to look like an M-like formation, double top, break towards the downside, and we come all the way down to this level. We played it in that, or rather we didn't short it, but I was looking for this to break towards the downside. Ethereum held. That's when we started looking at other altcoins as well, right? So you can use Ethereum as a proxy to decide whether you get into other altcoins. And because Ethereum bounced off that level, guys, I was more keen on getting into other altcoins for at least a leg towards the upside. So for now, let's wait for that monthly to actually break towards the upside, because Bitcoin, what if Bitcoin breaks into new highs and goes into a run, Krisha? What if it goes all the way to 120,000? We could see this break towards the downside. she's thinking. I can see her. She's in her thinking mode.
Okay. Yeah. So now
Oh, could you speak up?
I'm looking at Bitcoin dominance. Currently sitting on support at 44%.
There you go.
And I mean, it got picked up, so we lost, and it got picked up only for us to close the over. If we close the week over that, Bitcoin might actually start outperforming the altcoins.
Well, Bitcoin is showing signs of life at the moment, and also some of them are showing signs of weakness, and this would line up with sort of like the idea that we're seeing the really far end of the risk assets like Shiba Inu. I believe the other meme coins are also like, there's a coin called Flocky. Flocky, that's Elon's dog's name. It's pumping. There's another coin that sounds kind of like your name, Kishu. That's also pumping. So you're seeing these coins take their leg, right? Solana took its leg already. I believe Ava had a small leg. Ethereum kinda took a leg. But now, if all that is done and Bitcoin dominance is showing some resistance, let's go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin dominance. We're going to take a look at the inverted Bitcoin dominance chart, which is a representation of all coin dominance. And yeah.
Did you look at Sol today?
No, not yet. Let's take a look.
I think we should do Sol, AVAX, and call it.
And call it. Krisha's calling it, guys. I love Sol on the 4-day. Damn, looking really nice. The monthly on Sol is what I really love, though. Just making new highs, right? Was it the monthly or the weekly? Yeah, the weekly. Apologies, guys. The weekly. Krisha, look at the weekly. It's a picture perfect scenario. Like picture perfect. Beautiful ascending triangle bull flag. Breakdown retest. Yeah, you playing Sol on the USD, in my opinion, on the USD pairing with this in place, I think it's going to be rewarding at the end of the cycle. Now, playing it against Bitcoin may get a little bit more dicey, but even then, Sol BTC is one of the few Bitcoin pairings that does not look too bad, right? Let's go ahead and pull up the daily. I believe it's putting in a structure over here. Yeah, this doesn't look too bad at all, guys. Still, I would say structural lower high. If you want to bet on that USD bull flag, though, it may end up paying off at the end of this run, where Sol actually ends up outperforming Bitcoin till the end of the cycle, upon which at which time I'll be looking for Bitcoin to start picking up strength against Sol again. Because in a bear market, Bitcoin is king, period. This period, right? You're going to have a few outliers, like the previous market, it was Chainlink, where Chainlink was one of the few altcoins that outperformed Bitcoin. In fact, the only altcoin, I think, that did well. And so Solana, Kusha, what kind of targets would you be looking at?
Oh man, we got like a busy bull flag that plays out. We're looking at $334.
Oof.
Minimum.
334?
Yeah. 34. That's another 2x from here.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at that too, around 325-ish. $325 Sol target, guys. What does the chat think? Do you guys think we get to 325? IJ is asking for Matic. Can't say no to that, man. IJ, by the way, do you know about the dashboard's new feature since you've been away for so long? Let's go ahead and pull it up for IJ. He probably doesn't know. So IJ, you can go on over to Mango View, okay, and we have a bunch of altcoins that show over here. Now the default view is Bitcoin, right? But you can switch on over to Matic right over here, okay? And here's where things get really, really fun. We have a bunch of indicators included already that will be drawn out for you automatically. So for example, you can turn on your 21 EMA, you can turn on your Ichimoku, your Tenkin, and your Kijun, and you can see that now we've cleared the 21 EMA, we've cleared the Tenkin and Kijun. We're about to have a bullish TK cross on the weekly, Krisha. That's going to be really, really good. At the moment, we're poking our heads above this resistance line too, and you might be asking, hey, how do I know what the resistance line is? Well, let's turn off our indicators for a quick second. you can actually draw in automatic, or rather you can activate support and resistance lines that are drawn in automatically for you by the dashboard's algorithm, right? So I'm going to go ahead and turn on the 4-day support and resistance lines, right? But they are going to be drawn on the weekly time frame, and you can see that right over here we have the weekly poking its head above the 4-day support and resistance lines, right? So looking good over here. But let's go ahead and turn on our weekly support and resistance lines as well, and you're going to see that we have confluence on those levels, which is why I like the zone that much more. So if we do see Matic actually close over here, IJ, I'll be looking for this W-like structure, or you could call it a ascending triangle structure, to break towards the upside. What would the measured move be, Krisha? Do you have a measured move for this? I think it's pointing to the highs over here at around $1. So the high over here, you guys can see, is $2.70. $2.70. So I think we could get all the way over there.
Yeah, I think that's. Oh,
Yeah.
I think we're 270.
270. You think we're on a, because the daily looked really good yesterday. We looked at Matic yesterday on the day time frame, and we were already looking like we were holding those weekly and 4-day resistance levels. Like if you draw them 1-to-1 on your actual trading view. In fact, let's go ahead and do that. Switching back to the chart mode. Where are my charts though? Right over here. Let's go ahead and look at Matic USDT. It's looking really good. Matic's on. So I have my horizontals drawn over here. I believe these are on the 4-day time frame, or is this the daily? Seems like the daily. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and clear this. But yeah, these levels are off the daily. I'm gonna keep them on actually. These candle closes are marked over here. I do believe that yesterday I marked out this horizontal as well. Did not save, and we marked this out as a zone. And yeah, there we go. We were looking at this candle yesterday, right? And we're looking for this candle, guys, to close above the zone. You guys can see that we closed above the zone, and right after that we saw continuation, right? Pretty much got a retest. That is a retest, and now we've taken on the high of the previous day. This is looking really good, really good. So yeah, I'm liking this. This is making its way to the highs over here. At the very least $2.50, IJ. At least $2.50. So that's Matic, Krisha. We covered Solana, I believe. Let's see if IJ has, since IJ is a returning mango seedling to the live chat, let's take one more request from IJ before we call it. Mark wants to look at Rune, so while we wait for IJ's request, let's go take a look at Rune. USDT or Bitcoin? Oh, Rune looks good, man. Really good. Nice weekly close, retest. This wants to continue higher. I'll be looking for it to get to 19.5. Yeah, it did. Weekly dynamic. Oh, okay. So you meant the weekly weekly dynamic. I see. There you go. So yeah, lining up with clear the weekly dynamic as well as this horizontal over here, looking really good, really good. Yeah, this is a long. Let's look at Rune BTC. Rune BTC is against resistance though, telling you that Bitcoin might be the better buy for now. At least the weekly is at resistance. Yeah, this does make sense. Yeah, there's a lot of resistance over here, but if it does blow through this resistance, that's a massive move. That's a W-like formation breaking towards the upside. Let's look at the 4-day. 4-day is reclaimed the dynamic, so that's good. Okay. So high-low potential if Bitcoin does well, and then I don't know. Bitcoin's looking good though, so Bitcoin's looking really good. All right, so Krisha, did IJ have any request? Are you keeping up with the chat? I just like, wow, Dashboard has gotten some solid nitro boosters indeed, man. You've been missing out. You've been missing out. You do have the dashboard, right, IJ? I think he does have the dashboard. For those of you who are interested in the dashboard, by the way, Kusha did post a coupon code, I believe it is ATH 2021 for Bitcoin's all-time high celebration. And if you guys haven't joined the Discord yet, make sure you guys do join the Discord. I can't reach over my mic. Mangoway.com/Discord. As easy as that. Does the link, the mangoway.com/dashboard work? Sullivan Brown says, I'm a dashboarder. One day I'll be a seedling as well. That's awesome, Sullivan. Be happy to have you join the family, man. It does. Okay, so yeah, you guys can also use this link, the mangoway.com/dashboard. Copy this. Alright, so NGUSD says IJ. So let's go take a look at Eng before we wrap up. USD. Pretty much. Weekly shows some hope. But Binance probably has more history, right? I'm just gonna drop that horizontal on a random spot. Don't mind that. Binance, there we go. This looks interesting. Weekly ascending like structure against dynamic resistance. If this does break towards the upside here, let's go ahead and move that horizontal. Yeah, break this horizontal at 220. Making a big move. I think I'm going to all-time highs and past that. Yep. Yeah, so I'd wait for this to break this level over here. At the moment, man, I think the best bet is to stay in Bitcoin until we clear those levels on many of the altcoins. Matic is looking good though.
Yeah, no, it's moving right.
It's moving right now. I like Matic, guys. I like Matic. Yeah, if it starts clearing 1 hour candles above $1.93, this is going to $2. Yeah.
I think it's clear. I actually think.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Visha is giving it the go. Yeah, the 4 hours looking good too. 4 hours looking really good. Yeah, this is going. Yeah, Matic looks good. Matic's a trade, guys. Matic is a trade. Alright, so with that, guys, I'm going to be wrapping up. We'll be wrapping up the stream over here. IJ, I want to see you active in the seed chat again. You're missing out on some golden conversations. And are we doing Catan today? I'm not sure what you guys decided, but let me know. I'm gonna go grab some food and I'll be a-okay to play Catan in around an hour and a half, 2 hours. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I hope you guys enjoyed the Mango Grow, where we teach you how to be profitable the Mango way, the stress-free way, the easy way, so that you guys can enjoy the time you need with your family and doing the things you love. So I'll see you guys in the next stream. Ciao.